Pavlos, Pavlidis, and I like football.
Welcome to 5 Minutes with Dad, starring Pavlos and Angela Pavlidis, where you get to spend a few minutes with the smartest and coolest kids in the whole world, and their dad, too. And now, here are your hosts, Pavlos, Angela, and Nick Pavlidis.
Hey everybody, this is Nick Pavlidis, and thank you so much for being here for another episode of 5 Minutes with Dad. This is the podcast where you get to listen in on a little father-son or daddy-daughter time with me, my 7-year-old son Pavlos, or my 5-year-old daughter Angela. Before I play today's episode, I want to do a little housekeeping and then mention the resource of the week. But first, I want to thank our sponsor, Disney on a Dollar. My friend David Dollar is a exclusive Disney travel agent, and what he does, he designs a custom Disney vacation for you and saves you money, gets you all the best discounts, saves you money, and it doesn't cost you a penny for his services because he's paid on the back end. So he can help you get the most efficient, the most enjoyable vacation possible if you're going down to Disney. So before you book anything Disney, give him a call. You can reach out to him at 5minuteswithdad.com/Disney. That'll bring you to his Facebook page, and he's really, really responsive. So check it out. All right. So the past couple of weeks, we have not aired episodes because the kids have been a little under the weather. I was under the weather, and after all, it's a family show. We have to make sure that the family is taken care of first, right? So we sometimes we do have episodes already recorded, but we kind of ran out of the episodes that we had recorded. Now we're building back up, and we will be in your phone once a week from here on out. And a couple of things that we're working on is Pavlos had started working on a book last spring or last winter called The Dinosaur Team. And he put it down a little bit over the summer, but now wants to finish it. He sees me now that I'm writing full time for people. He sees me writing books and he wants to finish his book. So that'll be coming up. So get on our mailing list if you want to be the first to know and be able to pre-order the Dinosaur Team book when that's available. You can do that at 5minuteswithdad.com. And we are still waiting to hear back from the folks at Guinness about our Guinness World Record. We should know in the next couple weeks. And when we do, we will let you know. We'll be excited either way that they were considering us. And if we do get awarded a Guinness World Record, be excited about that. All right, so the resource of the week is Candyland. It is an old school game that I used to play when I was a kid that the kids love. We have what's called the book version, which is just a special package. It's a really simple game. You'll all remember it. It's so easy to play. The kids love it. We have the book version, which is a hard plastic box that is smaller than the long, thin boxes, and it closes up nice and tight so the pieces don't get lost. But you could pick up any version, any regular version. You probably have one in your house from years ago. But if you don't, head on over to 5minuteswithdad.com/Candyland and pick it up. Your kids will love it just like you did when you were a kid. Great time coming up here in Christmas season. I'm going to be talking, a lot of the resources of the week are going to be games or things that the kids enjoy that might make good Christmas presents or holiday presents. All right. So there you go. 5minuteswithdad.com/Candyland. Enjoy the show.
Who's ready for an awesome episode of 5 Minutes with Dad?
Me! That's right. I'm here with Pavlos Pavlidis, and we got something really fun to talk about today. We got a new setup up here. We have Dad's now working from home most of the time because I started my own business earlier this year with podcasting and with writing. I help people write books, right, buddy? Mm-hmm. Yep. And with coaching and consulting. And I built it up and then left my day job as a corporate lawyer earlier this month back in August, because the business got built up, and now I'm working exclusively from home for the most part. Not exclusively from home, but for the most part. So we have a nice office set up, and we set up the podcast so that way it can be right there with Dad's new computer set up, right? Is it cool?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we even have room on the desk for when we're recording to have Pavlos bring up a couple of his stuffed animals so they could watch us record. Right, buddy? Mm-hmm. Yep, we got to talk right in the mic, okay? So today, we are going to talk just for a few minutes about what... Pavlos is raising his hand. Go ahead, buddy.
If the computers weren't here, we would have more room to bring more stuffed animals.
Yes, but we would be talking into a microphone that's not doing anything, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. You got to get close to the mic, buddy.
Well, it's the other two big ones.
Yeah, so I have a couple screens because it's really, it's hard to write on just a little tiny laptop. So I got a couple of screens here so I can have my research on one screen and all the information from my clients on one screen. And I can be helping them. I can be writing and pulling their information and everything on the other screen and be much more productive and help them write even better books. Cool, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So today we are going to talk about 3 ways to help people. Pavlos and I were talking, we planned this show beforehand, and we're going to talk about 3 ways to help people. And Pavlos came up with 3 awesome examples of how to help people. So Pavlos, do you want to share the first way to help people?
Yeah.
Go ahead, right in the mic.
Teach them when stuff doesn't matter.
Teach them that stuff doesn't matter. That's right. So Pavlos and I were talking, and I said, Pavlos, what's one way you can help people? And he said, teach them that stuff doesn't matter. And why is that important? How does that help people, Pavlos?
Because then you won't think of stuff, and you'll think more of people.
That's right, because it helps people be caring. It helps them not worry too much about stuff. Now, there's nothing wrong with having some stuff. Stuff isn't bad in and of itself, but stuff doesn't matter in the long run, because what matters, Pavlos? People matter. Yes. So you can help people by showing them by example that stuff doesn't matter, and by teaching them that stuff doesn't matter and that people matter. So you be nice to people and you don't worry about stuff. Right, buddy?
Yes.
And can you give people 2 examples of stuff? What's one thing that's stuff? Pokemon stuff. It's fun to play with, but it doesn't matter in the big picture, does it?
Mm-hmm.
Right. And what's one other thing that's stuff?
Ugly pets.
Ugly pets, yes.
I like Pokemon and ugly pets.
Pavlos likes Pokemon and ugly pets, and he has Pokemon and ugly pets, don't you, Pavlos?
Yes.
Yes, he has a lot of them, don't you, Pavlos?
Yes.
And if you lost all your Pokemon and all your ugly pets today, would you be sad?
No.
You would miss it for a little bit, right?
Yeah.
And then you'd move on, right?
And be happy.
Right, because what?
Stuff doesn't matter.
Yes. All right, Pavlos, I love that. Okay, what's the second way to help people?
Teaching them something you do well.
Yes. Teaching people something that you already know how to do. What's one thing that you know how to do in school really, really well?
Art.
Art. That's right. And do you have friends who struggle a little bit with art?
Yeah, 2.
Yeah, you got 2 friends who struggle with art. So what do you think you could do next time you're all having free art? Not when the teacher's teaching, but what do you think you could do next time if they're struggling with art and they look at you and see you doing a great job?
Teach them.
Yeah, you could show them how you use your imagination. Mm-hmm. Tell everybody what you do with the number 2. What'd you do with the number 2 in your class?
I made number 2 into a dinosaur. Dinosaur.
Yes. In his class, they had a project where you had to take the number 2 and turn it into something using your imagination. And Pavlos used his imagination to turn it into what looked like not a brontosaurus. What do they call? Patasaurus?
A patasaurus.
Yeah, eating leaves off of a tree. And it was so very cool. I can't wait if they let us bring that one home. I can't wait to hang that up in my office because that was awesome. So you could teach people how you think in your head and how you use the art tools and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now the third one. So we got teaching them about mindset, about being happy and happiness and using and not worrying about stuff. We have sharing things that you do well with people so you can help them. And what's one other way you can make them happy?
Encouraging.
Yes, Pavlos. What did you say? You said when we were on the phone, when we were planning the show, you said you can help them when they are trying something, or you can help them when they make a mistake. And we talked about it, and that something like that is called encouraging them. So when they're trying something, you can encourage them, you can help them that way. Or if they fall down, you could say, don't worry about it, you can get back up. And that helps them build confidence, and that helps them know that they have support from other people, right?
Yeah.
Can you think of a time where someone was telling you, Pavlos, you can do it, keep going, buddy?
I heard you.
You heard me? What was I saying?
Pavlos, you can do it, keep going.
And what did you do?
Hustle muscle.
What?
Hustle muscle.
You used your hustle muscles. And Pavlos, this year you started up soccer, and we haven't recorded a show in a little while because we just got back into school and you've gotten back into our schedules, right? Mm-hmm. But now we're back, and Pavlos has been scoring some goals on his team, and he's been passing, really well, and he keeps going and going and going, and he even scored a goal with his left foot, didn't you? And you're a righty. Yeah, because you kept trying and trying, and all of your teammates encourage you, and you encourage them and say good job and everything, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's great, Pavlos. So we got 3 ways we can encourage people. We can teach them mindset, teach them about what's really important, and show it ourselves. It's not just telling people, it's showing it ourselves, right? We can teach them how to do something that we do well. Pavlos does art really well. He does math really well. And he always helps his sister when she's doing stuff like that. And then we can encourage them when they're doing something. We can say, we can help them believe in themselves, just like Pavlos helped his sister believe in herself when she was trying to walk across the Legos, right? The big Legos. Yeah. Yeah. And then if they stumble, we can say, that's okay. Get back up. And you can help encourage them. So I think those are 3 awesome ways to help people. Pavlos, this was an awesome show, and I know people are going to be helping others, and they can pick all 3 ways and do them every day, and people will be super, super smiley and appreciative, don't you think?
Yeah.
All right, Pavlos, tell everybody thank you for listening to 5 Minutes with Dad.
Thank you for listening to 5 Minutes with Dad.
Bye-bye-bye-bye.
Bye-bye-bye-bye.
Boom shakalaka.
Boom bashalaka.
Ha-cha-cha-cha.
Ha-cha-cha-cha.
Skiddly-dee.
Skilly-dee.
Gobble gobble.
Gobble gobble.
Whoop-de-whoop.
Whoop whoop.
Bom bom.
Bom bom.
Biddle-biddle-boom.
Go
Go ahead, start one. All right, that's good. Woo!
Okay, that's good.
So there you have it. Another episode of 5 Minutes with Dad in the books. Don't forget to check out Candyland for your kids at 5minuteswithdad.com/Candyland. And thank you, Disney on a Dollar, for sponsoring the show. If you haven't, or if you're planning on booking a Disney vacation, call David Dollar. Go to 5minuteswithdad.com/Disney. He can help you save money, have a better time, and he doesn't charge you anything for his services. It's all through bookings for him. We'll see you next time.
Thank you for listening to 5 Minutes with Dad. To connect with Pavlos, Angela, and Nick, subscribe to the 5 Minutes with Dad newsletter at 5minuteswithdad.com.